Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons, and I want to talk about how do we use Dungeons & Dragons as a human flourishment tool, right? So I talk a lot, I have continued to try to convince people Dungeons & Dragons is a human flourishment tool. My position, in my humble opinion, Gary Gygax created a human flourishment tool in 1974, the most powerful secular human flourishment tool, so powerful it could reshape narrative forever, it could offer people manifold sentience. If you don't know what that is, check out the link below, and allow people to attach multiple lives, multiple identities to this mortal coil we have, right? Like, and it's huge. Like, and I think he disguised, and in my humble opinion, Gary Gygax disguised it as a game because he knew every secular human flourishment tool that had ever been created, psychology, gyms, self-help books, they all suck, and nobody wants to engage with them because they suck so hard. They suck like a Hoover, right? So that's why, right? So, all right, let's move past that. How do we do it, right? Like, so first of all, if you don't believe what I just said, shuffle on. This isn't for you because you're not going to be able to, like, if you don't believe if you don't believe what I just said, don't attempt to use it as a human flourishment tool, right? So, belief that is true is prerequisite, right? But if you believe that, and you believe you could use Dungeons & Dragons to benefit, to aid, to advantage, right? To help humans flourish, how do you do it? So one of the first things you need to do is realize this is going to happen through your players, right? And you have to decide which one of your players you're going to fix the deficiency for or create an opportunity within. Right, so deficiency or opportunity. Okay, so one, you're gonna have to choose one of your players, right? One of your players may have a massive deficiency. They may not even be aware of what that deficiency is, but since you are dungeon mastering for them, and you have a dungeon master for them for weeks or months, you probably see it shockingly clearly, right? We humans have this very odd thing where we are like, hey, I'm completely oblivious to what I am or how things work within me. But often, externally, people can see, our deficiency. So are you going to fix a deficiency within one of your players? One, okay? Or having watched one of your players, you realize, okay, this player wants to do X, but they really should be doing Y, right? Now, they want to do X, but they really should be doing Z, okay? Why should they be doing Z? Because they are massively, powerfully positioned with a skill set to do these specific things, right? And what these specific things are is they might have a skill set that is really special and that they want to that they have no intention of using, right? But you see within them, oh my goodness, this person has this really special skill set or this really special gift, right? And the reality is humanity will flourish if they don't do what they want, but do what they should do what they were born to do what they are perfectly positioned, perfectly capable of doing, but only lack the willingness, right? So when you come to the position of saying, I am going to use D&D as a human flourishment tool, you now have a decision. Are you going to engage with a player who has a deficiency and then fix that deficiency within them? Or are you going to identify a massive skill set that exists within a person, a gift, something that they have that they don't realize they have in a larger amount or in a quality amount that is really unprecedented in your region or in your time, right? And then point that person to benefit others by not doing what they want to do, but by doing what they are perfectly positioned, perfectly provisioned, perfectly gifted to do, right? And so that's one of the things. Are you going to fix one player's deficiency, or are you going to identify and then direct one of your players to use a skill set or a gift they are currently choosing not to use? So that is one of your first steps on how you actually use Dungeons & Dragons as a human flourishment tool, in my humble opinion. Every word you just heard is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.